Hi everyone, welcome to the channel Sluggers. I'm Arupam Mishra and I'll provide a more detailed introduction about myself and the channel towards the end of the session. Right now, let's get into error number 45 of the series 50 most essential grammatical errors for the XAT. Might also be useful for other management entrance tests such as SNAP, IFT, etc. Okay, so let's start. However, I would like to first state that this is not just a random list of 50 grammatical errors that we have just come up with. There's in fact quite a logical process involved in creating this list, and the same process I've explained that in detail in a separate video, which you can access by clicking on the link on the top right corner of your video. Okay, so this diagram pertains to that. I've explained all of this in that video there. Okay, so you can watch that if you want. Okay, so with error number 45, guys, from this we are moving on to the category of common usage errors. The first item here in the list is like the first common usage error we are catering to is the usage of a little and little. Now people often end up using these terms interchangeably, right? When in fact the meaning that is delivered by the meanings that are delivered by these terms are kind of diametrically opposite in a sense, right? So for example, whenever you say a little or a few, you essentially have this a marginally positive connotation associated with it, right? See guys, in both the cases, the little part is constant or the few part is constant, right? So the only difference is that when you say a little, let's say there is a little water in the glass. That means so when you say there's a little water in the glass, even that when in that case there's little water, and when you say there's little water, even in that case the amount of water is less. The only difference in both the cases is the way the perspective that you take, right? Do you take a slightly positive perspective? In that case, you'd use there's a little water left. If you take a more pessimistic view, then you might say there's little water left. कि भाई थोड़ा ही बचा है. So that's a pessimistic perspective, right? And if you go by a hopeful tone, then you'll say there's a little water left. कि हाँ थोड़ा पानी बचा है, right? So you get that. So let's look at the sentences now. The first one says we ran out of all supplies last night, but there's a little juice left in the cooler in case you're thirsty. Right? So it says कि हाँ हमारे सारे supplies तो खत्म हो गए, but still थोड़ा सा juice बचा है, right? It sounds hopeful, so it makes sense to use a little here. So this one is correct. Option A is correct. Sentence A is correct. Next one, life's not always fair, but there's little you can do about it. Right? So even this is correct. Yes. So life's not always fair. But ज़्यादा कुछ but आप ज़्यादा कुछ इसके बारे में कुछ कर नहीं सकते. It seems to have a kind of pessimistic tone, right? So even this is correct. Okay. Okay, guys, so try this example by yourself. It says he wasn't a polite person. No wonder he had a few friends, right? So, well, I know it's not a single sentence, but you can still spot there in the try and see if you can spot there in the second part. Okay. Finally, guys, my quick introduction. I'm Anupam Mishra and I'm Lucknow alumnus. I have worked in the past with organizations such as Hotstar, UNICEF, Apollo TAS, IMS, etc. I've also worked with an academy as an educator in the past, recognized by their Johnny Ive Award. And I was regarded as one of the top VRC educators that they had. These are my CAT credentials, and Sluggers is basically my endeavor to plug in all the crucial gaps that I believe there are in the test prep industry, starting with the CAT exam. Okay, now, yeah, so that's about me. Do move on to the next error. Okay.